In a new musical by Frank Wildhorn, Laura Osnes and Jeremy Jordan are steaming up the stage as America's most infamous outlaws. We're at the opening night of Bonnie and Clyde to catch these criminals in action. Bonnie and Clyde, the story. Are you a fan?
Well, who isn't? Everybody likes to watch somebody get in a little bit of trouble, right?
Such a great love story. So I think how interesting that would be. So even if it's evil love, it's still pretty kind of hot and sexy, I guess. So
It's Laura Osnes and Jeremy Jordan. So
come on, Jeremy Jordan, woof.
Laura Osnes, the nicest human being that ever was, as Bonnie Parker. How do you think she's going to do? Is this a good role for her?
I think she's a really talented actress, and that, as an actor, is one of the most the most fun draws, is to be able to challenge yourself and play a character that's so different from yourself.
Do you think it lends itself to a musical, the story of Bonnie and Clyde?
If anybody's going to take a story like Bonnie and Clyde and make it a musical, it's Frank.
Frank Wildhorn, I remember singing all of his stuff when I was in high school and singing it for auditions, and people have walked away really saying that, there's a lot of beautiful music in this score.
You've had these two fantastic actors. What's it been like working with them?
Doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. I think we make each other better than we are. They're stars. I hope they become household names after Bonnie and Clyde.
It's been great to write for their voices specifically. It's been great to get to know them not only as people, because I love them, but know them as musicians. Their voices, their instruments, they're gorgeous instruments.
Opening night, finally on Broadway with Bonnie and Clyde. Finally, how do you feel?
I'm floating right now. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, opening night on Broadway, and it happened, and we made it, and we all just are just giddy.
It's cool. I mean, I love to make people happy, and I'm glad that our performances have touched people. We're just both, on cloud nine, and we want it to be the best show possible.
You're getting to bring a Frank Wildhorn score to Broadway. How cool is that?
It's pretty amazing, and this is my favorite and what I would consider one of his best, if not his best score.
It's so many different styles. So I get to sing, a full-out country song and then a pop ballad, and then we're doing gospel, and yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun.
How are people responding to this romantic version, this love story of Bonnie and Clyde?
I think people have been responding to it extremely well. I mean, a lot of people know Bonnie and Clyde from the movie, or just it's part of our culture. They were real people who had real, lovers' quarrels. You see them get in fights. You see them get pissed at each other and yell. And then you also see them just love each other so wholeheartedly that it's okay that they do that.
Audiences actually seem to be really pleasantly surprised with how we tell the story, I would say. All of us have done a lot of research, and we're trying to pay homage to these characters, and more importantly, tell their love story.
Not since Jekyll and Hyde in that theater have I seen night after night after night audiences give that kind of passion. I write from passion. I ask my performers to perform with that passion, and I say if you do that, the audience will give it back. And every night, the audience gives it back.
So many people love it, and so many people can connect with it, and they leave surprised that they're connected with these killers, these outlaws.
What are you taking away from this night right now?
Because we've been working on this show for 3.5 years, also these people have become some of my best friends, and that makes it extra special.
This is what the last 3 years has been leading up to, opening night on Broadway. We've been waiting for this exact moment, and it's happening. This is the magical moment, and it was magical tonight.